Hello residents, this is another update with the Spiritual Center. We'd like to review a couple of site work activities we've done this week. One of them is running the gas line from the existing building manifold to our new location where it'll tie into the Spiritual Center. You'll notice everything is underground and they bored it so they didn't have to disturb any of the site that's existing. That's newer technology that we've been using over the years, and this makes it a lot less intrusive. And we just came up over by the sidewalk and then brought it in, did a shutdown at night, got it all connected, and it was all finalized last Wednesday. The other thing you'll notice is in the walkthrough on the outside, we're continuing the EIFS finish around the Memorial Garden, tying into the west side elevation of the Spiritual Center. And if you remember from previous EIFS experience, we're covering the brown coat with the final finish coat, which is the color of the EIFS. You'll notice it's the color that's similar to what's at the tower in the new finished color scheme. Walking around to the east side of the Spiritual Center, you'll notice that we're working on the handicap ramp coming in from this CCL entrance. And on that side, you'll see that the ground has already got grade stakes located to where they know how to make the elevation to pour the concrete for the sidewalk. Before that's completed though, they got to finish the brickwork that they're working on now that outlines this area. You also see that they're working on the stairs, which are called cheek walls. Those cheek walls are what surround the stair ends and make it look like a finished product with the brick. That's ongoing, and when that gets finished, they'll pour the stairs in place and it'll have a finished product on that side. On the inside, you'll notice they're continuing work in the sanctuary area, working on the high finish elevations, continuing to get that completed for the finished paint work that's going to be coming in the next couple of weeks. You'll also notice at the bottom of the walls in a lot of locations we have wood blocking in place to handle the wood-based trim that's going to be installed. If you see some of the finished areas where we have the chandeliers in place already, you can see that the wood base is in place and painted, and that's what's going to be going in place in these other areas that you see the rough wood and drywall areas. We're also starting the finishes in the other bathroom and dressing room next to the green room, and those are ongoing, and we'll have those finished in the next couple of weeks. And we're continuing work on the interior drywall finished soffit areas. In the electrical room, you'll notice we're making some final connections on power, tying it into the transformer. That transformer will be energized, and then we'll have power to the building to where we can start turning on some of the bigger units, such as air conditioning and heat condensing units, to make sure they're functional and operational. We're also getting the lighting controls in place, and those controls will start getting energized once we have the power to those, test out the lighting controls.